Good evening, everyone. It was Monday. Now it is Tuesday, but this is for Monday because it is. Actually, no, it's still Monday. All right. So I didn't film really anything today. I had a pretty good day. I went out with someone for actually quite a while, and that was about it. My computer's going crazy. Um, but that's not what today's about. Today, big announcement. God of War. The new one, the new God of War, and it's disappointing. It's not one specific thing. It's a lot of things. The first being the gameplay wasn't God of War. It It looked a lot more like Hellblade, actually. Hellblade is if you don't know, it's made by Ninja Theory. It's kind of like the spiritual successor to Heavenly Sword. But the gameplay looked kind of like that, the combat did. It had Kratos from the old games, which you could tell because he has his belly scar, and there's certain parts where it gets like up close to his arms. You can see like right along here, he has some chain link scars from the the Blades of Chaos, and I mean that's all fine and dandy. Terrence C. Carson sounds really weird as Kratos when he's not constantly shouting, but it's just not God of War. It's Nordic. It's Nordic inspired, which I have no problem with. Hell, I really enjoy it as someone who's, of that both faith and heritage. Faith I'll get into some other time, but certainly as someone who's of that heritage, who loves Norse mythology, it's interesting to see. Gameplay is just really different. Instead of the Blades of Chaos, Kratos has this giant bearded axe. Which, whatever, it's slow, it has really short range, the camera's way zoomed in. It's more one-on-one. It's not the power trip it used to be. And throughout it, he has a son. The new son, so obviously he had a new wife after, destroying the Greek world. There's a lot of theories about how, he made it there, stuff like that, which I don't even know. I hope they explain it. Maybe, like, he's telling the story to his son or something. But what I'm hoping is something snaps in Kratos and makes it go back to normal God of War. That's what I'm hoping. Like, Kratos is old. And he's got, like, full-on, beard. Which is what some people are speculating as to why he's not so angry. Which I enjoy. I enjoy that Kratos isn't just yelling all the time. It's a little weird, but I enjoy it. But yeah, that's some people's explanation as to why. Or as to why he's not as violent. It's like, yeah, that'd explain it. What I'm thinking is that this is really early on in the game, like the very beginning. And something happens to his son. Like, I don't know, maybe going on the Norse hierarchy, Odin is very similar to Zeus, so potentially Odin took his son for something, or I suppose going off of the games, Loki could have taken his son. And that causes Kratos to kind of snap. Which I'm hoping. Because the game looked stunning. Graphics were amazing. Everything looked really smooth. The quick time events were kind of there. But it just wasn't God of War. It's hard to describe. But it took a game that I have been excited to hear about for years and made it very disappointing in a short 10-minute span. Now, me being the idiot I am, I'm still going to buy it. But I don't know. I just kind of hoped it would have been the same. Which was part of my issue with Ascension. Just Ascension changed too much. And Ascension was so much more similar to the original trilogy than this new one is. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm getting tired. I've had a long day. Anyways, if you have any more questions about my thoughts on this, leave them down below. I'll answer. I'm going to start doing that more like interactivity. So, leave your thoughts and leave any questions or anything down below. I will respond to them if they're reasonable. Something I like though, in the myths, like Thor, let's say, his hammer Mjolnir, he could throw it and it would always return to him. And this is something Marvel took over as well. But that was something from the original myths. And in the game, Kratos' axe kind of does the same thing, which I thought was neat. Actually, if you look on his back, please go watch the trailer if you haven't. If you look on his back, there's a little Omega symbol that actually holds his axe into place, which I think is a neat little feature. Something else, too, that I really enjoy. His tattoo, his spiral tattoo, they've lightened it up a lot, which has been my biggest issue from 3 onward. They made his tattoo, 3 onward, it's only been 2 games, but in 3 and Ascension, they made his tattoo so dark, most of the time it looked black. Which, I'm glad that they're kind of going for the more like light red to pink approach in this new one. So, anyways, like I said, leave your thoughts down below, leave any questions. I'll be sure to answer them as soon as this goes up. Watch the trailer if you haven't. I'm not providing the link because you could probably take half a second and look for it. Partly because I'll forget about it. Anyways. Got it, mint. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm getting a little tired.